Understanding your average yardages is arguably the best game improvement tool that any level of golfer can have at their disposal. And it does baffle me that not every launch monitor in this day and age offers its own bag mapping feature. So I'm about to show you how to create your very own personalized carry distance chart in literally a matter of seconds, no matter what launch monitor that you use. Now, this is the exact same system that I've used, and it's completely changed my golf game and lowered my scores. Right, a little bit of context. So when I got my first launch monitor, the SkyTrack, the original SkyTrack launch monitor, it came with a bag mapping feature, right? And I thought this was standard across all launch monitors. But over the past 5 years, I've tested out most launch monitors on the market, and not every single one of them offers a bag mapping feature, which I think should be included as standard when you're paying £500, £600, £700 and more for a device that you would expect to improve your golf game. And the main point of owning a launch monitor is so surely that you can dial in your distances and you can understand it all. So why does every launch monitor not put that data into a very simple table that you can export and put on your golf bag or hang up in your sim room so that you can just get a knowledge of how far you carry each club? So I'm going to show you how I've done this using GS Pro, but you can do this on any launch monitor software or golf simulator software that allows you to export data. And then we're going to pop it into some AI and we're going to create a table in a matter of seconds using a very simple prompt that you can access in the description below this video. And then after that, I'm going to show you something extra that you can do that is guaranteed to improve your golf game and lower your scores, because I did it with one of my mates and it shaved 5 shots off his game in the past 12 months. Right, to create one of these, all you need to do is open up GS Pro if you've got it. It's by far the best. If you don't have it, then don't worry. Use whatever simulation software you've got, whether it's your native launch monitor app or whatever. And as long as you can export some data after the session, you're good to go. But like I said, I use GS Pro. By far the best. So all I did with GS Pro is I did a standard driving range session. I opened up the range and I just made sure that before I changed the club that I was hitting, I just changed it in the bottom corner down there, just so GS Pro recognized that I had a 7-iron in my hand or if I had a driver, whatever. So that's very important that you make sure you change the club on GS Pro. Now, I'd recommend hitting at least 5 shots with every club. And if you hit any duff shots or shanks or bad ones, just delete those. You can do that up in your settings on GS Pro or whatever launch monitor software you're using. You can usually delete a shot. So make sure that you've got at least 5 of your better shots in there. You can do 10 shots if you want, you can do 20 shots if you want, but just be aware that it does get pretty tiring when you're doing a full bag mapping session. So once you have got all of that information, then you need to export that data. And you can usually export it as a spreadsheet style document or a PDF or something like that. So whatever it is, export it, save it to your computer, and then open up ChatGPT. Now, I did this and I uploaded my document from GS Pro into ChatGPT, and I went through a variety of prompts to tell it to create exactly what it is that I wanted, which was this table that had my average carry distances on, but not just my average carry distances, the range of distances that I hit each club. So for example, I'll take my lob wedge. It says the range is the lowest distance that I hit my lob wedge was 70 yards and the highest distance that I hit it was 82 yards. So not only do I have my average distances, I've got the range in there as well. And I also told it to give me my offline dispersion. So how far right or left do I tend to hit each of those clubs? Now, ChatGPT can take all of that information from that raw data file that you have just uploaded to it. Now, at the end, once it had given me exactly what I wanted, I asked it to summarize all of the prompts that I'd given it. It took me about half an hour to do it, and just summarize it into one simple prompt that you, as my viewers, can use. You can copy and paste it into ChatGPT, upload your personal data file, and then it's going to give you this exact table. Now, all I did once I got that information from ChatGPT, I just copied and pasted it over into a Google Sheet. You can use Excel if you want to, and I just made Google Sheets made it nice and fancy for me. It turned it into a nice looking table that I can then print out and put on my golf bag or hang up in my simulator room or keep on your phone, whatever you want to do. That's what I've been doing with it. I've just had it on my phone recently, so when I've been out and about on the golf course, I just whip my phone out, get my data up, and away you go. But I do need to, have just printed it out so I can now laminate it or put it into a plastic wallet and then just put it onto my golf bag, so it's very easy to reference when I'm going around the course. Now, all you need to do to access this ChatGPT prompt is click the link in the description below and it's yours. Like I say, all you've got to do is export your data file, save it to your computer, load up ChatGPT, copy and paste this prompt, and boom, you're going to have it in about 5 seconds. Simple as that. But I promised you one other game-changing feature as well earlier on in this video, and what it is, on the back of here I've got a slightly different chart, and this is all of my carry distances, my average carry distances for my wedges at different swings. Now, full disclosure, I've completely stolen this idea from Skytrack's wedge matrix, right? But recently, as some of you may know, I got custom fitted for some new irons and some new wedges. I've upgraded my launch monitor to a Foresight GC3. So because I've got some new clubs, I needed to know my carry distances. And because I'm using the Foresight GC3, which in my opinion is a far more accurate launch monitor, and Foresight obviously doesn't have a wedge matrix as such. So all I did was I did exactly the same thing as what I did with all of the other clubs in my bag, but instead of having full swings with every one of my wedges, which I'd already done, I just did a quarter of a swing, half a swing, 3/4 of a swing. Saved all of that data into a spreadsheet or a PDF, exported it from GS Pro, and I put all of that information into ChatGPT as well, and it created me a table of my wedge distances. Now, I actually did this with my cousin who I play golf with a lot. Now, he was at the time he was playing off around about 25, and I showed him this in order to get his distances with the different swings with his wedges. And literally inside 12 months, he's just shaved over 5 shots off his handicap. And he's told me that he's attributed a lot of it to knowing what club and what swing to use, what club to hit and what swing to use when he's inside 100 yards. And he said before he did this test, he didn't know, he was just guessing. He was just going on the fly thinking, oh, I'm going to use my sandwich for this one, just like a 8 o'clock sandwich or whatever. He didn't know, but now he knows this information and he keeps it with him. It's shaved, like I say, 5 shots off his score in 12 months, which is an unbelievable achievement. So like I said, head to the link in the description below. You will be able to download this ChatGPT prompt. Get your driving range session done on GS Pro or whatever software you're using. Get it exported, upload it to ChatGPT, copy and paste, bish bash bosh, away you go, start improving your golf game. If you want some more golf simulator tips, subscribe to Handicap Golf. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in this video next time.